Hey guys, Lancelot Archer here, welcome back to Destiny. It's Friday, which means Zer has returned back to the tower again. He is in the tower north, outside the speaker's room. Let's go see what he has. First off, I'd like to apologise for last week's lack of Zer video. I came across some technical issues with OBS Classic, which I was using at the time, and essentially the video I had corrupted and I couldn't get an actual working video going, so I've had to do a bit of an equipment change, but luckily we're back up and running. So what Zer has this week is a Legacy Engram for the chest, 29 strange coins, so remember all year one stuff. Next we have the Immolation Fist for the Titans. This is purely rocking a strength roll, maxing at 81. So the exotic perk for this is grants explosive pyre, increased melee attack speed and increased reload speed with hand cannons. Now for those of you who play Striker Titans, beg your pardon, Hammer Titans, Solar Titans with this gives you explosive pyre, which if I remember correctly, that explosive pyre is a bigger explosion on the ground, if that's what it is, if I remember correctly. So that's what that perk is, so you get that unlocked for free. So in terms of tier 12, this is a very badly rolled percentile. This is only at 78%. Honestly, very bad. This is a very bad one. But obviously there are ways you can re-roll it for something better if you do not have the Immolation Fist at all. But you know, I don't see many people use it, but at the same time I've used it with my Titan and I have a lot of fun using it. You know, it's just nice to have an extra perk free when running around throwing hammers everywhere. Next we have the Crest of Alpha Lupi. This is for the Hunter. This is an intellect only roll. This is weird, and now two back-to-back with single rolls. Alright, so this is maxing at 125. So the perk for this one is Super generates an extra orb, revive and be revived faster, increase amount of auto rifle ammunition you carry, and reduce incoming void burn damage. So for those you know, this is the chest piece that allows you to be revived super quick. So this is the Hunter one. Titans have their own equivalent, which is the same chest piece. Essentially, it's just a Titan version. Warlocks have the Light Beyond Nemesis. Wait, it's this one. Yeah, so Light Beyond Nemesis. This is our version of the Crest of Lupi. More for what I say ours, like it's like me and a few others, but this is the Warlock equivalent, so that's what it is. Alright, so in terms of the percentile roll for your tier 12, this is quite bad as well. This is 82%. This is very bad. So two back-to-back very badly rolled exotics. Not a good start for Zer. I mean, you know, we had a couple of weeks ago some fairly decent rolled stuff, and then now we're back to just purely rolled stuff. Alright, next we have the Starfire protocol for the Warlock. This is a discipline strength roll. So the exotic perk is gain an additional fusion grenade charge, reduce incoming solar burn damage, carry more ammo for special weapons. So for those of you who know the current meta right now is nothing but sticky nades. If you want to open up a slot where you don't have to use on your tree the additional fusion nade, this gives you that anyway. But I don't really see many people running with it, and most people will have something else built in that allows them to use, that would just give them the perk anyway, and they'll run something else to free up an exotic slot. I don't even know what we were using, what else we're using to negate that. Maybe Light Beyond Nemesis if you're rezzing. Wouldn't use the Sunbreaker one. Not Sunbreaker, what's that? The solar. Oh, I forgot that those gloves are the solar gloves that we have that increase solar flare. Anyway, I'm getting off track. But yeah, so if you do have a build worked around the Starfire protocol and you have it, and you don't have this, pick it up. You know, it's a free additional fusion nade which allows you to open up another slot on your skill tree as before. This, in the terms of the roll, is quite decent actually. It's the only roll out of all of Zer's gear which is actually fairly decent. This is 92%. Not bad. Not bad. So if you're looking to build a discipline strength build, this is not a bad way to start off with it. So pick it up if you haven't got them. You know, if you haven't got any of these and you want to get these, pick them up and then re-roll the stats for something a hell of a lot better. Alright, weapon of the week, Monte Carlo, the AR. So this AR has been part of the weapons package for the last month or so. So this is what it looks like. So obviously when they were selling it last week and the week before, it was the Super Spy, which was this shader. Which you've got to admit, it's not too bad. It's pretty subtle. And then you've got Royal Flush, which is essentially this, which in my opinion makes it look like an oversized last word. Yeah. Alright, so the perk of this weapon is Monte Carlo method. Dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability with each kill. So I think I mentioned it before when this was on sale. If you're running, say for example, a hunter and you're running double knives, if you get a kill with this gun, and you've already used your, say, your knife throw, it will recharge quicker, like instantly recharge. So it's not bad. I mean, if you're good and proficient with knives and so forth, it's not a bad one. Alright, weapon bundles. We have Dragon's Breath and TigerShark. So this is a new set of weapon bundles this week, which is good. A nice change up. So for those of you who know, the Dragon's Breath, that was the rocket launcher that came down with Crota's End. Essentially, we all thought it was like a new mini Galahorn. Oh, I'm not saying mini. It was a new Galahorn tier weapon. It really wasn't. Essentially, it is a rocket launcher which has been revamped. When it first initially dropped, it was a grenade. It was a rocket launcher that fired solar flare grenades. Essentially, is what it was. Problem was, because it didn't track, the minute you fired the rocket, your opponent moved. It was essentially a useless weapon. Now it has the ability to drop a napalm effect. So I don't know if it still does the solar flare, because I haven't used this gun since they've revamped it. But I do know it's got a napalm effect. So essentially, it will sprinkle near the, like if you aim at an opponent, it will sprinkle the area. You know, so that's that. Alright, well, other weapon is Suros Regime with Basilick's Glory. So the Suros Regime AR, the legendary one from year 1, obviously revamped for year 3. So we had the red and black skin instead of the white and blue skin from year 1. So it's got 2 new skins on it. There is a white red one, which makes it look like a Ferrari style skin, or similar to that of the, what was that company in this game? Oh, it's very similar to one of the, so imagine New Monarchy, a New Monarchy shader on it, essentially is what it is. And Basilick is essentially an all black shader with a yellow Basilick on the side of the gun, so it looks pretty decent. Alright, next we have the cuirasses, the drives, your heavy ammo sense, your 3 coins if you need them still. Glass needles, probably the one thing you want to buy today if you intend to buy any of these to re-roll them, and then your material exchanges. Alright, so that's for Zerva this week. So, it's not a great roll in terms of stuff that you want. I mean, the only thing really viable if you wanted to buy is the Starfire Protocol, maybe Monte Carlo if you want it, weapon bundles if you haven't got any of these with the ornaments. Only real viable thing this week. Okay, so that's, oh hey guys, what's up? So, for those who don't know, the Destiny 2 beta is officially available to pre-download onto your console. So if you have not got it yet, I think if you've pre-ordered this copy of the game, you should have got a code. You enter it onto the Buggy website, I believe, or there's instructions to tell you how you need to get the beta downloaded. I don't know personally how you do it with the codes, because I didn't get mine. Mine's done digitally via the PlayStation Store. So to do it via the PlayStation Store, what you need to go into is the store itself and look for the very basic version of Destiny 2 that's available in the store. It would then give you the option as you go through it onto the game page to find the Destiny 2 beta. You can download it from there. It's about a 350 megabyte download. Should take you no more than a couple of minutes to get it. Maybe a bit longer depending on how your internet rolls. And once it's installed, it will say you can go live. You can go to the Destiny 2 screen, which I have to admit, it looks pretty good. Obviously, the game in server isn't live, or say the beta isn't live until the 18th if you're a PlayStation user. If you're on Xbox, it's the 19th, which is next Wednesday, I believe, for Xbox. So PlayStation pre-orders are next Tuesday. So if you've pre-ordered it, next Tuesday is when we go live. Obviously, then the open beta is on the 21st, I believe, which is a Saturday. But I believe also that is also the day that the farm is available to everyone for at least 1 hour, is what they've said. So that would be interesting. So, you know, I would be definitely trying to get some footage on that, because, you know, you want to get as much as you can for Destiny 2 beta. But also, it's a work in progress. IGN have also been showing off their IGN first stuff with Destiny 2. So we've got to see the Sentinel Titan, the Dawnblade, Warlock. We've got to see the new map, Vostok, I believe. So essentially, for those of you who know what it is the area outside of the Iron Temple. So it's the space that's available to us when, say, Iron Banner comes around. It's the part where you can essentially go around and explore. It's also the area from the very first mission of Rise of Iron. So you get to explore. So that has essentially been redone into a combat zone. So when watching some of the footage this week from IGN, it did look really, really impressive. but it did feel like for a 4v4 map, it was a little bit big. Like it felt like it was too open, and you felt like you weren't gonna meet everyone. Oh my god, look at everyone here. That dude's fully decked out in his gear, his Crota gear. That's an ugly shader. That guy's moonwalking backwards, which is awesome. But yeah, let's leave it at that. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys in the Destiny 2 beta. Have a great weekend. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Also, don't forget to sub, like, favourite, and share to the channel and to this video. Have a great one. Bye.